Minecraft Dungeons. The game just came out today at 4 in the morning. As you can see, we've played a lot. The game is fun in the beginning, but as you'll see, because later on I'll have some gameplay up on the channel. There's no commentary for those videos. That's just me just trying to have some fun. Trying to really understand the game a little bit. As I understand, the game doesn't really have a set storyline. It says there's 4 new missions, and that's pretty much, if you click on them, all of these. And pretty much you click on one, it gives you a brief introduction to that level, and then you just go on from there. You can replay the levels to try to get all the artifacts and all the gear drops and pretty much everything that you want. You can increase the difficulty, but this game is like it just like missed so much of like this goodness. Like, I don't know. I feel like it missed the ball. Pretty much here's how your inventory works. You get your main weapon, you get your armor, and then you get your bow and arrow, or yeah, you're pretty much your bow and arrow. As you play it, you encounter the Minecraft mobs, which is fine. You get your creepers that blow up, you get your spiders that shoot webs at you to make you stuck, and then they come and attack you. You get your enderman. You pretty much get your every Minecraft mob is pretty much in here. But the way the loot system works is annoying. Pretty much, it's powered by. You see this says there's like a sword in the left bottom corner of this javelin. That's your power level. And if I equip this does less damage, but it gives me 11 power. So most of this game is you just trying to get weapons that give you more power, but also equal more damage, which these games don't really do too well. You also get enchantments for your weapons, which you can see. You have this, you have this, you have 3 things. They're always randomized, so you're never gonna get the same ones for every piece of armor or weaponry you get. The thing that I hate about this system is you need to level up in order to get more. I would think it would be the more you level up your weapon or your weapon skills, the more it unlocks those little like things that you can easily use. I think we have to go here. Now the loot system, it's not the greatest. And it kind of feels rushed. Like, half the time I just shoot bows and arrows because you get like a bajillion arrows eventually. Eventually you will get some food that drops on the floor. If you pick it up, it will heal you. You get your health potions that heal you up a tad bit. But all in all, like, we picked up a sword. Great. You don't really get the greatest thing either. The enchantments aren't really great at all. The only thing I really like about this system is that you can dismantle it. Like, whatever weapon you want to dismantle, you can dismantle. And you get whatever you put into it back. We leveled up. So this is 25 to 41. That's more than a sword. Hold on. Oh, that's another thing I hate about this. When you're playing, because there's a multiplayer setting and a single player setting, which is nice. I like that. What I don't like is how I have to physically make sure I am in a good place. Like, I have to be like in a good place for like, because right now the game is not paused. So right now, if I get attacked, I'm gonna get attacked and I'm gonna get hurt because the game is not paused fully, which I hate about this. But moving on, we equip the common sword. This is the only system I like. I can salvage my 3 experience that I put into the weapon bag, which is amazing. I like that feature. But I don't like how you get them. Every time you level up, you get 1. It would have been nice to see the loot a little better. I like to see the progression a little slower than it is. Like, it shouldn't be like a grind where like it takes you maybe 5 hours, 6 hours to progress, but make it like an hour or 2. Make it like there's some challenge, not just okay, here you go, proceed. Are you all done with the level? Oh, here's another one. And the enchantments aren't the greatest either. Like, deal increased damage against already wounded enemies, looting, reckoning. Like, looting's the only one that's like decent here. And I have 5 levels. I heard something. I have 5 levels, so I can choose to put some into a bow, my armor, or my weapon. So choose. That's only gonna be 2 levels. And then this is okay. So there we go. We just got attacked, as you can see. The game's not fully paused, so you can get attacked and you can die if you're not careful. Because the game does not pause itself. It just continues. Which is really, really annoying. I don't like that. If I'm in the pause menu, checking my inventory, in single player, I want it to be paused fully. Now, if I'm playing with a buddy or if I'm playing with some online people that I don't know, fine. Don't make it that way. Make it so it's not paused. Which is usually how most games work. You play online, it's usually not paused when you check something. Here, it really should be because I'm playing by myself. There's no one else in my game. That's the thing that gets me the most. Now, with all that out of the way, let's break down Minecraft dungeons. First up, we're gonna go into more detail with the loot. Now, the loot is standard, right? You get your sword, you get your axe, you get your pickaxe. I've actually gotten a pickaxe before, which was kind of weird. You get your weapons, right? You get your bows, you can choose to take them out from a distance, make sure you have enough arrows. You could choose to take them heads on. Creepers, you want to make sure you always use your melee, or your ranged weapon. It's safer. There. Now, as you see, you get arrows periodically, and you can use those to fire your melee weapon. Oh, sorry, your ranged weapon. I don't like using melee. I don't know why. Also around the map, you get emeralds, which are fine, but realistically, you bring them to the blacksmith in town. It just gives you some random piece of gear, and then you move on. I don't like that. If I'm going to town, right, I want to be able to buy, to sell, to do, like, I want the control, not to be like, Russian roulette, you don't know what you'll get. Hopefully it's something useful. Villagers are bad enough in the real Minecraft world. When you play real Minecraft, villagers are bad. They're terrible. They don't give you what you want. I don't want that shit either. I want to be able to buy, to sell. What would have been nice is to be able to collect skeleton bones, spider webs, villager, trade them. Nice. But all in all, the loot system, I would probably give it a 5 out of 10. It's not the greatest loot system I've ever seen, but it's not the worst. I have seen worse loot systems. And how do you even get into here? This is intriguing me. I want to know, how do we get in here? So much good stuff. And anyways, that's loot. That's loot pretty much in a nutshell. You get what you want. You get what the game gives you. The enchantments are always random. You never know what the enchantments are going to be. And you just have to do what you can. Our second thing we're going to talk about today is the way you level up. Now that could be the way you level up. You kill mobs to level up. Standard protocol. Your mob, you kill it, you level up. The thing is, I don't want to have to wait and level just to get some type of randomness. I really don't. Like, as you level up, the only thing that you really get when you level up is 1 enchant token. That is it. That is pointless. Okay? Not really useful. See, this has a higher point level, so it's going to give me a higher power. But the one I'm using now gives me more damage. That's the thing I don't like about this system, is when you go into another area, you need to have a certain power level. Fine. But usually, in order to have a higher power level, the weapon itself is going to be a lower damage weapon. I don't want a lower damage weapon just to get higher power. Next up, drops. As you just saw, there are chests you can find all around the map. You pretty much have to go in every single nook and cranny and look for them. They are really hard to find sometimes. So you have to make sure that you look in every single nook and cranny. If you need to, replay the level. But some things that they drop are strength potions, food items, speed potions. You get the drift. You get items. Pretty much. Now those items are very helpful. I like that system. I would give this system a 10 out of 10. Not many Diablo style games do this. Here you get more than what Diablo or Grim Dawn would give you. They would probably just give you like a health potion. Here you get health potions, which is your food, which the like bread is like 30 HP, like 30 seconds for healing. Pork's like 20, and then like apples like 5 or something. It's a good system. It's balanced. I like it. The one thing I don't like about it is pretty much let's go with story. Alright? Story is going to be the next thing we're touching into. Now we've covered loot, we covered loot drops. Now we're going to cover story. The story starts off is there's a tiny little illager. Spoiler alerts. So you might want to skip ahead a little bit. But pretty much this is all what you get in like the trailer when you first play the game. Pretty much a little illager is pretty much pissed off because villagers didn't want him in their town. He ran on this rampage and then got some type of artifact and yada yada yada. Pretty much, you're pretty much fighting a who apparently has the power to do some crazy shit. But after that, it's pretty much all on you. Like, you go into these dungeons, you go into these levels. They give you a tiny little capture in the beginning, and that's it. Like, really? I need more. I want more. I want like a storyline. Like each new place you go to holds a story, holds a specific item or thing that I need, which is like something that does not happen. You go into here, like this level we just went into. Pretty much our entire goal is to look around, find whatever chests and loot we can find whatever emeralds we can find, break some stuff, and then we move on to the next level, and then to the next, and then to the next, and the next, and the next, until you beat the game. By the end of today, I could beat the game. Now that's not saying I rushed through everything, that's not saying, oh, you didn't take time to go loot the stuff. No, I could beat the game doing this today. Just going to every nook and cranny, trying to find everything I can find. I could beat the game today, because that's how short this game is, okay? Later on, they will be releasing DLCs, and on the map, there is a Ender Pearl on the map that says coming soon. They're adding more stuff soon. But right now, the base game, you could be in 1 to 2 days. 2 days being if you stretched it out. Of course, if you are like a 10-year-old with like 1 to 2 hour game limit time, it would probably take you a while. But if it, like say it's in the summer, right? Say this summer you decide, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna play Minecraft. Dungeons. You could probably beat it in a week. If you're a little kid. If you're a big kid, teenager, adult, probably would beat it in like an hour. There are different difficulty settings, so I'm not sure if there's a Game Plus mode. And if there is it really worth it? No one knows yet. Because it says the loot gets better, and yeah, usually the harder the difficulty is, the harder the loot is. But in order to get to the maximum difficulty, you have to beat this game twice. Now, you don't have to go look in every nook and cranny twice. Well, 3 times. You don't have to do that. Pretty much all you gotta do is just, once you get your loot at this Game Plus mode, just continue from there and then just quickly look around. This game's not fun. Like, it's fun in the beginning, but as you get more and more into the game, you start to realize it's a loop. It's a repetitive loop. You go into a dungeon, you go into a level, you find stuff, you leave. You go into a level, you find stuff, you leave. It's just the same old crap, and it's not fun. Our 4th item that we're gonna be talking about is the relic system. The relic system, not really needed. Pretty much, as you see on the bottom left, right next to our chest and right next to our giant heart, you will see X, Y, and B. Those have relics assigned to them. You get a certain amount of resources to activate it. They are on a cooldown, and they boost your power up a little bit, which is fine. Except if you take into consideration the amount of times you use them. The amount of times I've used them The only times I really used them were like when I did it by accident. Other than that, I did not really use them. Because you gotta think, relics aren't that... They're not that game changing. They're not like, oh my god, this changes the game. No, it doesn't change the game. It's just like... It's like saying, oh, well, here's some compensation. Please take it. Oh, and then you get your villagers, like normal. You get your normal people. Beat them over. As you can see, we are getting our enchantments. Heal up. Some of the skeletons and some of the mobs actually have armor, which means you have to take a few seconds to actually do that, to actually hurt them. But other than that's like the only challenge this game really provides, is that. Like emeralds, like look, we have 800. You spent probably about 200 on a... Well, let's think about it. 200 plus if we refunded some, probably about like 150 emeralds on the blacksmith villager for absolutely nothing, which is always fun because the villager gives you stuff that's more your level. Great, but it's usually not that good. I guess. I don't know this game. You get TNT that if you throw it does blow up and it does hurt you. I did find that out the hard way. If you throw your own TNT that hurts you, which I guess makes sense. But if we go into like armor, like some of the stuff gives you benefits, like this gives us 30 health, 20% weapon damage aurora, and gives me a pet bat that helps me attack the enemies, which is nice. But how rare is it? Not that rare, it's like a common gear. If you don't want to actually like sit here and you don't want to actually go through the entire kingdom, don't. Just follow the objectives and it will leave you out. It will say you haven't gotten like 100% of the chest, you haven't done this, stuff like that. Which honestly, it's not that big of a deal. The way the game's put together, it just feels like the game was rushed a little bit. Because you gotta take this into consideration. I'm already here. I'm already at the end. I didn't mean to follow it to the end. I just happened to get to the end. This is the biggest area I've seen yet. Most of the areas are small little rooms that open up to like a big area to then more small rooms to then big areas. Like as you can see right now, we're just gonna collect some of these emeralds because you never have too many, I guess, which we never really use. Now we have to. So the thing is, I can't even move the map, which is sad. As you see right now, this is beacon power. That was our beacon power. Right now we go here. Oh look, you get Hunter, which gives us arrows. Pretty much how it goes is like you have like your wolf armor, which is usually health to you and your allies. You have the armor I currently have equipped right now, which gives you health, gives you boost, and gives you pets. And then you have Hunter's armor, which gives you health, but it's more arrows, pretty much. You can find unique items, you can find rare items, you can find, most of the time you're finding commons and rares. This was just like a lucky drop at the time. I feel like as you play the game, and as you get to the more higher difficulty levels, the ultra rare and legendary items will come out more. But until then, you're kinda stuck. You have, I have like a totem. Let's see, what's this? Archer's armor, so it gives us movement speed and arrows and ranged weaponry. It gives us 18 armor and it's a unique. These are rare to find because uniques have like a golden little like thing that says extra damage. This one says 50% movement speed. This one's even more projectiles. I like the even more projectiles because if you shoot one, you get like 5, 6, but it only counts as one arrow. And if you need to take down like a crowd of creepers, you just shoot it once, twice. Even skeletons and spiders. And that's done. There we go. All in all, when you put together the loot system, you put together your armor system, your rating system, you put together your enchantment, which I would have found better if they kind of did it different, where it's like you have, say, 7 enchantments. Like each level you level up, you get extra enchantments. That would be amazing. But no, instead you get whatever the game wants to give you at that set time. And then you have to go from there, which is kind of ridiculous. As you see, our health is getting low. I'm gonna pop our totem, which heals us, which is awesome. I would have liked to see the game let me pause it when I want to check my inventory, instead of having to run away. Make sure there's no mobs around to then just check to see what I got. But if you do want to separate your loot, they give you that option. But whenever you do enchant a weapon, I highly recommend you scrap the item. That's the only way you're gonna get extra. That's the only way you're gonna get those points back. Now, if we're talking about that, the entire game cannot be just me scrapping items to get emeralds to free up space. The game should be I sell my junk to a trader who then just takes my junk and then lets me buy, say, healing potions or teleporting potions that lets me teleport back to my base. Not this is just ludicrous. You know, like I've already done this level before. Like later on, when when I'm in my free time. If I want to go back here, I'll go back here. I'm fine with that. This is more of like a Minecraft trying to get with the program, but it's not working type game. Like a sheep, yeah, you can sometimes kill them to get health items. But the game's not that great. But this is, again, this is only day 1. So I guys hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please feel free to leave a like down below. And I hope to see you on the next discussion. The next one's going to be more detailed, more examples, more showing the stuff. I hope you guys liked it.